What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and today we are talking about DLC 1. We're talking about Dominion, which is actually the remake map of Afghan from Modern Warfare 2. Now, as you guys may already know, I got flown out to LA a little bit early to play DLC 1 and capture some early gameplay. Now, Activision or Infinity Ward both did not pay me, however they did pay for my flight out there, and I will say it was pretty nice to get out of the freezing cold weather of Canada, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about Dominion. Now, as I said earlier, this is a remake map of Afghan from Modern Warfare 2, and as many of you may know, Modern Warfare 2 is probably my favorite Call of Duty game of all time. I just love the damn game, and in fact, this is one of the maps in the game that I really enjoyed. Now, the interesting thing about this map is that in Modern Warfare 2, it was one of those maps that was really wide open and actually quite a large map, and because of that, score streaks, or in that case, kill streaks, ran supreme because there was just so much room for them to actually get you and very little space for you actually to get inside and hide from score streaks. Now, they literally designed the map in Infinite Warfare exactly the same. It's super big and super wide open, and as far as Infinite Warfare goes, as far as most recent Call of Duties, I haven't really enjoyed these really big maps that are really wide open. However, this map's a little bit different because in Infinite Warfare, almost all of the maps are really tiny with really close quarters combat. This map is the first time I've actually played Infinite Warfare that it didn't feel like that at all. In fact, this map, the first weapon that I pulled out was an assault rifle. After that, I was using LMGs and sniper rifles. It was very odd playing Infinite Warfare and feeling like using an SMG or a shotgun or something like that was an actual bad idea. Because normally when I play Infinite Warfare, a close range assault rifle or an SMG is my weapon of choice. On this map, that felt wrong, and I think that was good. I think Infinite Warfare was kind of missing those larger maps, and like I said, normally I don't like these larger maps, but this one plays pretty good, and also the nostalgia factor is there because it's like Modern Warfare 2, and the map plays almost identical to Modern Warfare 2. Now, one of the questions I've seen most about this map is, are score streaks on this map as good as they were in Modern Warfare 2? And the simple answer is no, because the score streaks in Infinite Warfare just aren't as strong as the ones in Modern Warfare 2. However, if you're going to get score streaks, this is probably one of the best maps to do so. Whenever someone was getting a warden or something like that, it was getting minimum 4 to 5 kills, sometimes even more than that. So yes, score streaks are good on this map. They're just not as powerful as Modern Warfare 2 score streaks. How does the map play though? So basically the way I looked at this map is there was a big circle around the outside with a big ring of death in the middle. The area where the plane is crashed or spacecraft is crashed in the middle of the map here is a war zone. You do not want to go through there unless you are just running straight through, because there's so many lines of sight that look directly through the middle of the map that if you go in there, there's gonna be an enemy looking at you and you gotta get out of that area fast. That being said, there's definitely some good power positions on this map, so let's talk about that real quick. So the first one, and the one that kind of reigned supreme in Modern Warfare 2, was the cliff. So the cliff up here is a really great power position because once again it looks over the middle of the map and you're able to actually get a pretty good idea of where the enemies spawn based on where you can see them when looking over this cliff. In Infinite Warfare, this position is powerful, but it's not as powerful as it was in Modern Warfare 2. Why? Because in Modern Warfare 2, the only way to get up there was from behind. You had to flank around the person, and it was pretty easy to get the jump on the person who was trying to flank you. However, in this game, you're actually able to run straight up the plane's tail in the middle of the map and jump straight onto the cliff. So there's 3 ways to get to this area as opposed to 2 back in Modern Warfare 2. So it kind of takes some of the power out of this position. And I think this is actually a pretty good addition to the map because it stops people from just camping at the top of that cliff. Now, what I found interesting is one of my favorite plays to do on this map was actually run straight up that plane tail and jump onto the cliff, because often enemies are spawning up on that cliff. And if you can run up that plane tail, you can get a really big jump on people spawning back there and actually get some pretty sweet multi-kill clips. Now, another really strong room or area on this map is this one right here, once again looking over the center of the map. Now, once again, you can look directly at 2 spawns, the cliff spawn and the A flag spawn, and both of those areas are where people spawn very frequently. So since you can look there from this little room here, you have cover and you're going to have the jump on the enemy. So that's a really strong area. The one thing I will say is there's also a lot of spawns behind this room, so you just got to be careful to watch your back in this area. Now, the other area, and I think the best area to actually hang out on this map, is the area between A flag and B flag in Domination. There's this area where you can actually get behind both spawns and into the cave. Now, in doing so, you're actually able to control both the A flag spawns and the B flag spawns, which are two of the most prevalent spawn areas, at least that I saw while playing the map. So when in controlling this area, you're able to control a very large area, where at the same time making sure no one is able to get behind you, because it's very hard to flank this area. When hanging out in this little area between the two spawns, there's really no way that they can get behind you. The only one thing you do have to look out for is people running straight through the middle of the map and into the cave. As far as the aesthetics go, it is extremely similar to Modern Warfare 2's Afghan. The look is almost identical. The one thing that is better is, of course, the graphics, but on top of that, it's more space age. And what I mean by that is every little detail, even in the buildings, looking at the different equipment in it, the ship in the middle looks more like a spaceship than an airplane. On top of that, in the background in the one area, there's kind of like a spaceship battle going on in the background. So it's definitely, it took the Infinite Warfare vibe and just brought it into Afghan, which is pretty cool. And like most of the maps in Infinite Warfare, it looks really good. The one thing with Infinite Warfare I don't think it gets enough credit for is the actual aesthetic of the actual maps. If you think back to Call of Duty Ghost, one of the biggest complaints in Call of Duty Ghost was, first of all, the maps were too big, and also the maps were just bland. The colors on them didn't pop. It just didn't look nice. Fast forward to Infinite Warfare, I'd say those are two of the pieces of evidence from Call of Duty Ghost that they really improved on. First of all, most of the maps are very small, and on top of that, they made the colors really pop on the map, and this map is no exception. In fact, every single map in this map pack is that way exactly. Just like the rest of the game, all the colors in this map pack really do pop. So the one thing I will say is I do like how this map is a change of pace, but that being said, I still really do enjoy the faster paced maps with the close quarters combat. So I will say this one's probably my third favorite map. It's not my favorite. I thought it would be my favorite simply because it's a remake of a Modern Warfare 2 map, and I love that game so much. However, the other maps did play really well, as you're going to see throughout the rest of the week here. As far as the game modes that are going to work really well on this map, I think Domination, Uplink, Capture the Flag, any objective game mode is going to do incredibly well on this map. The reasoning for that is the maps that generally do well in Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, are the 3-lane maps. You know, the capital H with the line down the middle, that kind of style of map. Whereas this map is a circular map. It's very circular, and most people tend to stick to the outside edges and just try to flank each other on this map, which doesn't really work well on a large map for Team Deathmatch. However, it works amazing for Domination, Uplink, any objective game mode. So if you're an objective game mode player, this is made for you. Also, if you played Modern Warfare 2 and like the nostalgia of it like myself, you will feel nostalgia immediately when you hop into the map, which is definitely a great feeling whenever you play on a map remake. So guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Did you play Afghan? Did you enjoy Afghan? Do you think you're going to enjoy this map? Let me know down in the comment section below. And on top of that, if you want to succeed on this map, the areas you're going to want to stick to are that upper cliff, the building off to the left side, and the spawns back behind the A and B flag. And of course, that little cave down in the middle. Those are the areas you're going to really want to stick to if you want to succeed on this map. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, it would be fantastic if you could hit that like button and let me know what you think down in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I upload new Call of Duty videos every single day of the week, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You can check out my Twitch, Twitter, all of that crap down in the description. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out.